Oh, right, because this Guardian said that they saw it in the stars. There he is. Midgard Solmer. Oh yeah, and the Empire's here checking stuff out. The last dungeon of A Realm Reborn. I think we only have 2 trials after this. Up the wreckage we go. We're in a former capital ship of the Empire. It's pretty cool. In-hander. Avoid the explosions. Seems straightforward enough. Oh no, I have plenty of shame. I messed that up. Okay. Good start. 1 boss down. And doing some big pulls on this trash. I feel like I am running around a lot for a ninja. Just like, don't mind me. Just a bunny hip-hopping around. Let's go. Boss number 2. Boss number 2. Finally the siren stops. Efficient team. Yeah, go team. Thank you all. Stop running! Oh, jeez. Alright, Agrius Stern, the Keeper's Spine. We're approaching the summit. We're back in the open. Wow, we are doing so much damage. This team. Oh, there's one non-sprout. I was gonna say, we have 4 sprouts and we are actually just rolling through this. That's kind of crazy. Remnants of dragons hanging out here. Kind of interesting. Final boss! Let's go. Keeper of the lake. Mapped out.
Who treadeth now upon my bones, and waketh me from slumber sweet?
Is he still alive? Whoa.
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy Lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
What is this? That's a dragon. The dragon is talking. Oh. Okay. This is the nicest party. It's so funny. That dragon is bringing to life other dragons that are mirages. That is a giant dead dragon too. I'm like as big as one of its teeth. Alright, barrage down. Go. Fight him, fight him, fight him. Oh, dang it. Just wasted all that damage. Thought I could burst it down before the other mirage came out. Fire! Fire and ice! Ice and fire! A dragon of ice and fire! Alright, get out of the fire. Get out of the rain. Stay dry. Alright, 4%. We did it! Ghost Dragon is defeated. Let's give him a bow. Thank you, good sir. All right.
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
Who? Who you talking about? Oh, his eyes are glowing again.
Speak, mortal.
Oh.
I shall listen.
That's pretty intimidating.
Guided by a star.
Are you alive? Are you?
My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn.
Can't let that happen.
Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. We do not forget. We do not forgive.
What are you talking about? No.
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution.
Yes, sir.
Rise to join in the chorus.
So it's one of your children.
Thou art powerless to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end. Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is
Right.
not gifted,
You're right.
chosen.
Kind of been dead for 15 years. Don't know what you know about mortality.
To me, Hydaelyn. I remember, and I consent.
Consent to what?
Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Wait, so you know Hydaelyn? That seems like a problem. Did we just get speared by a dragon laser? Our infinity gauntlet. What's happening? Oh no, we need to change the light bulbs. This is like me driving home earlier today. They're all getting dark. That seems like a problem. Oh. Okay. Our blessing of light. It's gone.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker. Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine. I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing.
But Why?
Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
What?
Their covenant binds me to thee.
I'm really confused too. We're bound now? Wait, how? What covenant? When did we enter a covenant?
Wait. Fight and struggle, if it be thy will.
This is so confusing.
Man hath ever coveted.
Is he trying to kill us or not?
Lieth beyond his
Is he evil?
grasp. I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life.
Drink of her body.
When it hath
What?
grown whole, the loyal and penitent shall rejoice.
Can you say things a little more plainly?
The dragon song heraldeth a beginning and an end.
When the dragon song is commenced. Yeah, a little faster. Wouldn't mind. Okay. So we got stripped of our blessing of light. But that bound Midgard Salmer to us. And now he's a little tiny dragon floating on our shoulder. And he wants to kill all the humans. But one of his kids started the song, but he's just joining in it, and they're gonna attack Ishgard. I think that's what happened. I don't know. Did I miss something? I probably missed something. There's a lot of stuff in there. Yeah, I think you're better off in the giant glowy eyes form. You may summon Midgard Salmer by selecting the corresponding entity within your minion guide under Character in the main menu. Okay. Oh, yep, we have Midgard Salmer, Father of Dragons, Keeper of the Lake, Bane of the 14th Legion. While it is difficult to believe the Yalmlog pup could be any of these things, he assures you his current form is only temporary while he awaits the reconstruction of a new corporeal vessel. So this is the ancient dragon of evil Eld or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna pet it. Good little dragon. Who's a good little dragon? Oh, good little dragon. Okay. I was beginning to fear the worst. Were those explosions I saw? Ah, but you shouldn't waste time talking with me. Alfino left a message stating that you were returned to the Rising Stones at once. Well, we confirmed a dragon attack, but we also lost our blessing, which seems really bad. So I don't know how to feel about this. Are people still looking out? Yep. This is so funny. This is my favorite spot in the game. These cats are so tired. Oh, Lucia's here. Alfino, we're back. Alfino. Praise the 12 that you are hale and whole. I came as soon as Monfilia informed me of Sir Amric's request. You've completed your investigation of the Keeper of the Lake, I take it. Then I would hear your report. You conversed with Midgard Solmar? I swear, were anyone else to make such a claim, I would regard it with considerable skepticism. Are we to understand that the Wormlord did not perish, and has in sooth laid dormant these past 15 years? Less a resurrection and more rejuvenation, for he who dwelleth in eternity, years passing as moments. Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sir Amric immediately. However, we dare not divulge your conversation with Midgard Solmar in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of a Dravanian is a grave but necessary risk. Lest we forget, men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much. For your own protection, and for the sake of our tenuous relations with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room. As for how we shall present our revelation to Sir Amric's emissary, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now. Is there something you are not telling us, Liuki? You seem different, somehow. 'Tis almost as if you are missing something. Something important. Kind of lost the blessing of light. 12 for Fend. Midgard stripped you of the blessing of light. Are you alright? How do you feel? I see. It is a relief to hear that you are otherwise unharmed. It beggars belief that any being could possess the power to deprive you of her blessing. Midgard Solmar made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silver Tear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Althic and Nimia, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Midgard Solmar ever watch over the source, from which all water and magic was said to flow. I wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke? It was not the gods with whom he treated, but Heidelin herself. Well, if he is watching over you as he claimed, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let us keep this... Oh, Pele is not interested in the story. Let's keep this to ourselves. Something. Oh, he's already back. Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate? What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? Then you're just gonna leave? Alright, I'm not a fan of this. Tiny, cocky dragon just poking in and making fun of us whenever it wants, then just disappearing.
My friend, I can scarce believe it.
Yeah.
You confronted the Wormlord and lived to tell the
Yeah, I definitely need a good Midgard Solmar voice for his tiny baby dragon.
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other.
One of the two in Eorzea. Oh.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature.
I'll turn up a bit more after this.
Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different. And now that you have confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be strengthened. I dare not presume to speak for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises. I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
I turned it up a little bit. Hopefully that's better.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Okay. The dragons are coming. Oh yeah, it is a little quiet. You are right. Right. That should be better. The Guardians have warred with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. In all that time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Yet regardless of how strong these magical wards may be, I nevertheless fear that the Guardians are underestimating the gravity of the situation. Though it was not Midgard-Solmar who roared, a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Till such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Ere I forget, I believe Moonbrita had requested a gathering of the Scions. I assume there's been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ascians. Pray inform her that our business with these Guardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves. We're ready, Moonbread. All done with your talk of dragons. Wonderful. Because Ascians are next on the menu. Let's head into the Solar, shall we? Let's do it. I love Ascians and Moonbread. It's getting exciting.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking I mean, I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Oh. Are we getting a lecture?
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start
We
by
are
reviewing
getting a
what we
lecture.
already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void. Therefore, the first step to permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beings, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Professor
Aye.
Thancred.
To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether. Hang on a minute! Why didn't we think of this before? White aurosite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Please tell me you're joking.
Already
God's sakes,
recommended this twice,
I'm
Ida.
living the same scene over and over with you. How many times do you need to be told that white aurosite cannot store ether for long periods? Being in
Poor
tangible
Ida.
matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
Wait, I'm gonna get tested?
Right, yes. It's all coming back to me.
Poor Ida. She's trying so
our
hard.
hopes rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Indeed. I am reminded of the quantity of corrupted crystals required to thwart Leviathan, and the extraordinary lengths to which the Laminsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian's soul? Or still more?
It's a lot of crystals.
I do not envy the poor sawdust to lug all of that around, on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
Okay.
That's the very problem we set out to solve. And I reckon we've found the answer.
Let's
If it isn't
go.
practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source.
Which would be...
And the only viable source is the land.
Oh,
If you mean
Is
to
that
tap
safe?
the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona. Give me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land? Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
I mean, that's fair.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea.
Okay, fun idea.
I've yet to put my theories to the proof.
How's
but
that work?
I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out.
Okay.
Thing is, the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether. Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
Yeah, definitely.
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum.
Oh.
During Operation Archon,
I would love to have Moot
the
Bread
Alliance
as a
dealt
science
the
teacher.
stronghold a heavy blow.
That'd be awesome.
Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's Sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant.
Well,
Having lost
fun
the
break from the
Empire's
Empire.
support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals.
That's kind of how this works.
Well then, consider me inveigled. I won't lie, the crystals you speak
Good
of
old
sound
Moonbread.
perfect. So the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arsians will next appear.
Thine eagerness to hurl thyself into the jaws of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Aww.
Though you have become a crystal
Ariache.
brave, you are yet a scion,
Fancy orange
Alfino.
and mood bread.
We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalymo shall accompany you.
Let's go. It's a bros night.
Ida and Yashtola, in the meantime I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Why does that not
Thank you,
surprise me?
Ariache. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Woohoo! Let's go. Oops, sorry. The Fourth have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Ilbred at our headquarters in Oda. I shall take command of our forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines. Oh, another cutscene? Your duties take you to Northern Thanalan, do they not? We too must say our farewell to the Rising Stones for a time. Flahaman travels to Ul'dah, and we shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster. Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it's my hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Eorzea must present a united front, or we shall fall. Good luck! Ah, how extraordinary that my little Ascilla is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might stand at her side not only as a mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'dah has become a place of danger even for one so familiar with her streets. Bah! Woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, milady. Rahaha. I shall be well protected, it seems. Shall we be on our way, then? Uh-huh. Yeah! Go get 'em, guys! Why are we doing individual goodbyes? Whatever. Farewell! Was there a specific time you wanted to end tonight? Or how we feeling? 12:30. Commander Levieux sent word that you'd be coming. A veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Amalja. But returning to the task at hand, the Flame's reconnaissance scouts have reported Imperial soldiers assembling at Raubon's push. Such a force is likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on the resources found here at the processing plant. The Garleans could begin marching on us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Edelstein that we might coordinate our counter-strategy. In the meantime, I will inform the others that you have arrived. No doubt it will be welcome tidings. Totally up to you, whenever you feel tired. I mean, I would have liked to get a couple more quests done, but we can also stop here. I was probably planning on going till around 1, but that is pretty late, and I know both have to be up early, so not probably best if I get to bed at a decent time. Sergeant Oshifern, my soldiers yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. The civilian draughtsmen you see have come across several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant. Had my sappers take a closer look, and our worst fears were confirmed. These boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design, no less. By my order, the flames stationed here are conducting a thorough sweep of the compound as we speak. Though it troubles me that we are unable to apprehend the Imperial spy behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts will bring troubling news on the latest movements of the Imperial Army, and once again ask for your aid.